Hello everyone, this is Spirelli and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We have a lot to look at. Sand dripping from a punch bag. Still, like when did it start dripping and how long has it been dripping? Thought this was abandoned. The poster says Sitios Fortis, the rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. What about these?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
I don't think I can.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
My head hurts. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get going then. That's all we can do here. Wait. Wait. Saw something. Shot. Put ball. I guess. Whatever I need that for. Oh, it's actually dark in here. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Looks like the remains of 24-hour window repair shop. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Nothing here. Oh, spooky. I wonder when we'll see the ghost. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Phew. Airship rotor is covered in spider webs. They remain due of blades. No, this is this one. Okay. Phew. What is happening here? A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Money! I hear some very faint noises. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Wait, something here, step by step. More money! I feel like in Divinity where constantly we have this luck thing where, you know, if you're lucky you'll find more. Skies with slipstream print on a laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bring a slipstream logo. Money? Production schedule, filament memory. What do I need that for? What is that even? Is this a door? No. Is this Emma's atelier? Might be. Where are the clothes that used to display? Is this a continuation? Yeah, there's stairs. Excuse me? Excuse me.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
You think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
No worries, I got this. Turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment?
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Oh, insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
press play. I'm just a genius.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Right, thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in a damp air. I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine? Or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalogue says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
That's not a description. Oh, the static drones a response. Okay, that's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smouldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. So I'll have to get back to this. Is there a password on here?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the game master's frequency.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
What about here? Come on, I need a password.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and heat death of the universe. The full text reads, heat death of the universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading, what happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, see the prod schedule filament for details.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, the heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Sorry, I was actually inspecting the drawing when I clicked on Inspect the Drawings. This is crazy cool.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the backing, this is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Whisper. One of them is a Balkan supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant nods at the Balkan's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Oh, this has been educational. Let's move on from Welkin.
Just look at those details. So much effort. Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Yes. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
How were they How were they planning to do it?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Amazing. Just you wait until you have the internet.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room. The pipe's hollow and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
But you want to talk
We
more?
should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay, but it's quite a way to get there. And we're here right now. Scribbled across a notebook, develops the most advanced RPG in the universe. This is another building? Oh, it is. But there were also the stairs. Whoa. Let me go back, because I want to go to the stairs that I saw first, where it might continue. Because that, and then we should probably, because time advances, find a way back to... Oh, this is not actually stairs as in a new area, though.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Not harder.
Still nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it before I hurt myself, because I feel like that's where this is going. Floorboards creak. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Was the floorboards anything I could do? Like, I have this. Oops. No, the creaking. It's like the floorboards creak. I should. Does somebody live here? I should rip them out. What's that? A postcard. Can I do something with the crowbar though?
As before, an iron safety.
Okay, no.
As before,
Oopsie doopsie.
you feel something in your chest.
Yeah.
An unnatural
Yeah.
pressure.
Good that I
It's
just
spreading to
say.
your left arm, your jaw.
Help, someone.
Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. You're just making it worse. Oh God, it's painful.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Did I just die from knocking too hard? Oh my god. So, let's not knock. And the way to continue is over there. I don't know whether I really need to get back immediately or there's time. Hey, money and magnesium. Ooh. Just need to find a health item so I don't instantly die there. The wind howls in from the cold chewed buff. I just need to grab this in general just in case I come across bottles.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Lieutenant points at a red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Okay, cool. Random. An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Oh, the flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway there. Nice. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
What does this mean? A rifle here.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Where are we? Look around in the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Oh, it's called Cachet. Is it? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay, I think I got everything I'm to get from here. I got a rifle now. Antique Bell McCraft rifle. Price $3.90. Okay, can't be that cool. Because I got a shot put ball that's more expensive. Handwritten note from the fridge. Oh. Should interact with it later. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Money and a health item.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Why would I unplug them? No. Insane mesh tank top. What am I wearing? Physical instrument? Well, get my trauma. Oh my god, look at me, my tank top and intercom wires running into the breaker box. Is this how we get back then? Just a second, I just need to get over here. See if there's anything else. Yes, there. The wall collapsed, it's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
I also want to look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Oh, Lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
Okay, good. So I think we're good to go. Back to the manager, see whether we get to sleep there anyway. Because Kim will be like, ah, come on, he's police. Please let him. Right, this should go back because it has the speakers, the electricity, the wiring. Yes, this is what I thought I would be going, which means I'm right back here. I can talk to a lady from the bookstore tomorrow. Oh, I need to look at how I could get more morale and health. Because I think I want to have a bit more of that. Hey there. Wait, there's nobody working in the kitchen now. So... tools. Is there anything I can do here? Without the cook
You see?
Nope. Thought maybe I have different options if the cook isn't there.
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if you could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
Your justice classes.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
Stops mid-sentence.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Oof. Wait, but do like one of the options was to say, but I mean I do have the keys, so do I have the keys? Can I just go into my room? I don't see how this will work out in the long term. But like, he didn't change the locks, did he now? So if I still have the keys... Kim, can't I just sleep wherever you're sleeping? What? He did change the locks? Man, that's wasteful. So much money on the locks. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just let me sleep there. Let me rectify. I mean, that room, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna rent it out to anybody else anyway. I'm not sure of that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't want to pay him 130. You know how much work it is to get to that point? I could be buying board games instead. And role-playing games. I mean, just saying. So, you have something here, Kim?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
What's there then?
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
I get it, I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yeah, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Say nothing.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
So I can't take them. It wouldn't be right.
Alright, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Sounds likely.
Ah! Game! You're just making me be like, nope, that's not gonna happen. It is not how it will play out. I got options. I got things to do. Kim has offered to help get to his motor carriage in front of a whirling. Well, what if I just spend the night outside? Will you spend it with me, Kim? He's not here, so I can't interact with any of these. Did I interact with this already? And this?
A crumpled billboard reading Samaran Butter. soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
What is Samar and Butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Goat milk and butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets. It's an acquired taste.
Okay, let's attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Is that my car?
These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags.
Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Look, it even has the acceleration there. Look at the roof of the shack.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
Look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samar and Butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently.
How recently?
Within the past 72 hours.
Look at the opposite bank.
Still
My car's
speeding,
over there.
the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Computerised 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Capri 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Why the Linear G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Okay, so my car's on the other side.
Any theories about what happened here?
Reckless traffic hooligans.
What kind of car do you think it was?
I think it was a Capri 40.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas about who it might have been.
Oh.
It was someone dangerous, perhaps is someone connected to the murder?
The traffic hooliganism? I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
We should bring this driver to justice.
If we must.
Yeah, I'm the police for everything. I mean, it's me, right? It's me.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samar and Butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Pull the lever.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Release it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way.
So many
Wasn't
things
there a
about
sign
to do.
over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay, cool. So basically just like wait. And you'll have a new area open up for you. Hey, a bottle. Pawn shop. Oh god, I'm not even halfway to getting the money and it's like 10:30, so that's not gonna happen. Is it now? Can I just sleep on this?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Why though? Is Kuno still up there? Is there any chance I have a better way to go about things here? Kuno is still up there. Oh god, I don't know where to sleep. Honestly. Those are the footprints. It's just a trash container. I went in there. Oops. Come on. Nothing there. The bookstore's closed, probably. What am I gonna do? To Cape Side Alps Magnus Pier. Roundabout north. That was very helpful. Is there anywhere to sleep here? Hello, yes, I'm just down on this laptop. I can't find enough bottles to Cape Side Apartments. Rudison Gillane, roundabout north. What's this? Oh, what's that? Signal blue naval coat. Huh. Wow, look at me. Look at me. So it's the only thing I can do to continue. Hey, there's somebody up there. It's like the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools to disassemble it. Can I go in there? Can I go in here? Can I just go somewhere and sleep, please? Come on. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A. But if this boat sounds like it was recently painted. Well, there's somebody to talk to, but I don't want to start a whole new conversation now, so I think I'm gonna end this video here. And then we'll just have future Ellie worry about where to sleep. That's what future Ellie's there for, do all the stuff that I can't do. Procrastinating. Can you say that it's procrastinating when it's about like doing something in a video game? I mean, no, not really. But yeah, there's so much to do. Oh, this is a clock because I can't do anything. It's Monday, it will open on Wednesday. There's so many tasks I'm getting. And then acquire a copy of the city map. Didn't even know that I needed to get a map to view the map because I haven't like looked at the map before. Hidden. What's hidden? Okay, so many things completed though. Name unknown. Superstar Cop 5. Apocalypse Cop 0. Sorry Cop 4. Boring Cop 1. Communist 8. Fascist Ultra Liberal 2. Moralist 1. Good Cop Bad Cop 14. Honor. People killed 3. Cases solved 216 years in service 18 years. That is my profile. My name is not unknown. My name is Harry Dubois. Even I remember that name now. Anyway, let's end this episode here. So next up I can talk to the nice person on the boat and see whether I can sleep in their boat. Does it even have a compartment to go into? Maybe? Probably? Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more.